The average human brain is currently being rewired. Neural pathways are being overtaken by synthetic digital pulses that prioritize rapid reaction over deep deliberation. This process relies on variable dopamine loops and fragmented outrage cycles. These mechanisms are designed to hijack the attention economy by triggering the amygdala in 15-second bursts. Steve Rogers represents a biological anomaly. Within the Lexicon lab, Subject 005 is classified as a psychological fortress against these modern manipulation tactics. His disconnect from modern technology is a byproduct of his biology. His prefrontal cortex identifies the logic of a smartphone as corrupted, leading to a natural rejection of the device's fragmented information flow. We are now opening the Lexicon files to deconstruct his analog cognition. Our objective is to analyze his structural immunity before running a fatal stress test simulation. Understanding how Rogers maintains his cognitive integrity provides a blueprint for the relationship between biology and algorithmic influence. The investigation begins with his processing architecture, specifically the development of his prefrontal cortex. Forged in the 1940s, his brain optimized for long-form deliberation. Logic moves in a straight line from point A to B. Modern algorithms rely on rapid, contextless bursts, but Rogers' brain identifies these triggers as tactical noise, deflecting them off his primary cognitive path. Algorithms fail to engage him because his architecture is functionally blind to the content. He sees the inefficiency of the medium rather than the message. This structural defense is reinforced by the chemical regulation of his reward system. Most users are susceptible to digital addiction because social platforms utilize variable ratio reinforcement. This creates a cycle of unpredictable rewards followed by sharp dopamine dips. The super soldier serum creates a chemical buffer. This graph compares an average user's erratic dopamine fluctuations with the stable, elevated line of Subject 005. Rogers maintains a physiological peak, never entering these deficit zones. He lacks the craving for digital validation. His sense of reward is tethered to objective completion, concrete actions like neutralizing a physical threat or completing a mission. Because his biology provides its own internal success signal, he remains shielded from the neurotransmitter manipulation that drives the digital economy. To find the limit of this immunity, we initiated a decentralized threat event simulation. We call this scenario semantic saturation. The enemy bypasses physical combat entirely, deploying viral misinformation and deepfake narratives across a decentralized network. Rogers' brain reacts to this threat by seeking an objective center of gravity. He searches for a command structure to confront. The simulation identifies the enemy as a billion anonymous accounts. There is no central head to the snake and no physical objective to capture. This creates tactical paralysis. Rogers' logic enters a state of friction, where his training in physical reality fails to address a digital narrative. His grounding in absolute, analog truth becomes a liability in the gray zone of internet discourse, where the enemy cannot be touched. Steve Rogers is a masterpiece of psychological stability, yet his immunity comes at a price. He remains the ultimate soldier for a battlefield that has evolved into a realm of ghosts.